Welcome back to Alcohol and Anime Night, the show that gets you drunker, the show that gets you fatter, and the show that shows you that in 2022, disappointment can still be redeeming. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Scott, this is Alcohol and Anime Night, and tonight we're going to check out a couple of 2022 Episode 1 previews. Now, initially, this was going to be just an Episode 1 preview to World's End Harem. However, due to reasons that we're going to go over in this short preview, I'm going to give you another one because I'm just that kind of guy. So let's start off straight away. World's End Harem was a Ichi-style anime that debuted at the end of 2021. And you might have heard about this in the 2022 preview video that we did last time. If not, go check that one out. And the idea is that they showed the first episode in October, I believe, and then in January, they were going to show the rest of it. So my plan was to wait until January and watch the first episode and then be ready to watch the second one. And I have done just that. Now, as of now, the episode 2 is not out yet. We are past the first week of January, and it is not out yet, so I suspect it sometime in the next 24 days or so, but in any case, that should be coming. Now, let's talk a little bit about World's End Harem. Now, this is going to be filled with spoilers. In fact, the entire thing is a spoiler. I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen in the episode, but it is just the first episode, so I don't know how much I can give away that, but hopefully it'll tell you where you want to be on this anime, if you want to see it, if you don't want to see it. So let's get straight away into it. So again, the first episode is called The World of Women. And it might already kind of give you, just from the title of the show and the title of the first episode, an idea of where we're going. The idea is that our main character, Rito, he professes his love to his high school, maybe college sweetheart, it's hard to say, and then immediately says, oh hey, by the way, I'm also dying of multiple sclerosis. But don't worry, there's an AI program that can fix it. I just have to go into a cryogenic sleep for 5 years. And so he decides to do just that after professing his love to his girlfriend. Her name is Arisa, E-R-I-S-A. Anyway, so as he goes to the icebox to get himself frozen, his family goes with him, and Erisa shows up and then does say that she's going to wait for him for that 5 years, and he gives her his precious necklace to hold on to whilst he's under having the AI bot, DocBot, I don't know, whatever it is, fix him for the next 5 years. So he goes under and everything's fine. However, meanwhile, while he's sleeping and getting fixed up, a worldwide pandemic happens, and the world is hit by this just terrible, terrible virus that hurts a lot of people. Anyway, rather than just be a huge pain in the ass and help ruin the internet, this virus actually does something horrible, which is it wipes out half the population. Well, what half? Well, the Y chromosome boys. Pretty much everybody who's a male gets wiped out. In fact, it's called the MK virus, standing for man killer virus, which that's a serious virus. And it wipes out pretty much everybody during this 5-year period. And so he wakes up, and they're like, hey bro, super happy that you're back, you're all set, you're healed up, just wanted to let you know, half the world is dead and we're going to need you to help repopulate the world. So if you could get on that straight away, that'd be awesome. They just go right into it. They're like, hey, you know what, I know you got a lot going on, but we got to get right into this. And he is obviously shocked by this whole thing. A lot of people he knows are dead. Most of the people he knows are dead. And the world is very crazy. The infrastructure is falling apart. Pretty much nothing is working the way it is. The world government is now, I believe, called the UW, or the WU, I believe. And it's UW, and it's the United Women. And they're essentially like trying to keep everything back together. There are a few men left, not many. Some of them are still frozen, some of them are doing what they're, and some of them are sick, and like they're only frozen so that way they can kind of extend their life a little bit, and they've tried everything. They've tried the artificial insemination, they've tried everything, and it only works the old-fashioned way with somebody who's not infected, and it turns out he is one of the last people. So, as you may guess, this is headed towards a, they call it the World's End Harem. It's essentially perhaps the largest harem that could possibly happen. It's every other person on the planet. So the possibilities are infinite. However, this guy's a bit of a simp, and frankly, he's unpatriotic. He doesn't even want to help his own country out. I don't know. He doesn't even want to help his own country out, so he flat out refuses. No, I'm not going to do it. I've got to find my girlfriend, my long-lost girlfriend, who I suspect is this character. Anyway, spoiler alert, that's probably who it is. It's in the first episode, but they seem to make it kind of obvious. So he's going to go out and look for this character, this long-lost girlfriend. And by the way, they have this like keeper or this helper or handler that they dress up and make look kind of like her, except she's very like android looking, which I wonder if she's an android now that I'm talking about it. And she's like the helper, and she's going to try and get him to kind of do all this procreation. He refuses. They try to like trick him into it a couple different ways. They just like walk him into a room, and literally in the first like 30 seconds of the show, there's just like 40 women in this room all topless, like, hey, we're ready. And he's like, no, I can't do it. I'm too in love with this other girl. And so he refuses, and they make a deal with him. They're like, hey, listen, you can go off and look for your long lost, probably dead girlfriend, or she's probably like said that other character. And but we're gonna drop a different thought into your bed every night. And if you truly love your long lost girlfriend, then this won't be a problem. You'll be able to resist these urges. But if something happens and then you're able to get with one of these girls, well, great, that'll help repopulate the world. So he makes this deal, and then we go on from there. And that's pretty much it. I'll be honest. It was a little disappointing. Now, I knew most of these things going into it, and I will say this, a lot of anime, and anime is probably worse about this than almost any other media. Their episode 1s aren't always compelling. And so I have a 3-episode rule, because I've found that there's several anime that I've watched that once I got past episode 3, I was like, whoa, okay, this got good. RE0 was like that. First episode was literally meh, I've seen all this before. After I got into it, I couldn't stop watching it. So I will say it's if you're gonna preview with something and be like, this is awesome, here's why it's awesome, that wasn't a great episode. So I'm gonna give it the good old 3-episode try, but I'll be honest, from the get-go, I'm a little disappointed based on I was looking forward to that one. I thought it was going to be really, really cool. And it looks good so far, like the animation's good, but so far just, I don't know. It doesn't strike me as one that's going to be fantastic. So I'll give it the 3 episodes, and I'll check back with you guys. But because that one was so disappointing, I wanted to give you guys another one. And I'm not going to go as in deep on this one because I suspect a lot of you know this one. And this is one that was also at the end of 2021. It started at the end of 2021. And that one is called The World's Greatest Assassin Gets Reincarnated as an Aristocrat. Now that is a crazy long, bizarrely weird title, and I will tell you, it explains it all right in the title. And essentially what happens, this guy is the world's greatest assassin, and when he buys it, when he finally dies, this goddess kind of makes a deal with him, like, hey, listen, I will bring you back, we'll reincarnate you, you can keep all your old memories, and I will let you essentially pick your stats for the next world. The deal is, though, you can't tell anybody about this, and you have to kill this hero. Now, and she's like, now, even though he's a hero, he's going to be responsible for like basically the kind of the end of the world or the end of everything. So even though he's a hero, you have to kill him, and we have to have somebody amazing enough to kill the hero who is quite strong. And he's like, yeah, deal, I'll do it. It's literally his job, so he's like, yeah, I'm fine, but I get to pick my own stats, right? And so then he goes through and he kind of picks what seems to be random stats, but he's a very smart guy and kind of like, okay. So imagine kind of building your character, and I don't know how many of you guys have played D&D or any other kind of character. You kind of try to pick out like, all right, if I pick this stat, will it help me kind of throughout, by the time I get to where I need to be, I'm going to end up being super powerful in some way, you know? And so you kind of try to think it through. It never works out the way you want it to, but this guy's thinking it through. And so then he gets reincarnated. He's this aristocrat, and the aristocrat family is a family of assassins. And so not only are they well-to-do, but kind of secretly they're this family of assassins. They're training to how to be the best, and it's pretty good. I really like this one. I'm not finished with it yet, but it is really good. So I wanted to give you guys a secondary option since since this other one's so disappointing. I want to have something come into it with you. Now, what's interesting is that the assassin, I'm just going to call it the assassin show. The assassin show, the title is so similar to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. It just has that like super long, very descriptive title, and not to mention it's somebody who's being brought back, and they've got, again, kind of like a different world, and then being able to kind of choose your stats and stuff, very much like Rimuru does. It was so similar, I had to look up to see if they're like the same studio or same writer or something, and it doesn't appear to be related, and there might be some kind of, somebody in that is related, but anyway, if you like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, you'll like this. It's very similar. It is an isekai, which means, you know, somebody coming back into a different world. So it's not Earth, it's some similar parallel world that has like magic and swords and sorcery and things like that. But I really like that one, so give it a go and let me know what you think. And maybe when we get back to episode 2 of World's End Harem, perhaps it's going to be awesome. I don't know, but that first episode, not promising. So that's the initial my initial thoughts on it, and we'll see if it goes from there. Now, I wanted to review our snack for tonight, and this is the one that we actually got from the Manga Spice Cafe box, which, by the way, I can't say enough, I really liked. I ate all the snacks from there, where they were all good. I haven't started on all the manga yet. I looked at a couple of them, but for the price, that thing was awesome. They aren't a sponsor or anything. That was just like a thing I put on and got myself, and I thought it'd be cool for the channel, and I really am glad I did it. I'm going to eventually get another one in the year that is more anime specific rather than manga specific, but in any case, I really like that. Now, in that was the Mimi Snek Perisa Ketam, which I believe is a Chinese snack, and it is a crab flavored snack, and I haven't tried them yet. And I'm gonna try them here to see if there's something that you guys would like. I don't know what you like. Maybe you don't like crab. I'm gonna smell them and eat them and see what it's like. It's alcohol and anime night, so we always try alcohol. We try snacks. If you're just the first time joining, we try to do everything from alcohol to snacks that you might watch, or you're gonna watch your snacks, I'm sure. The snacks that you might eat while watching anime. So let's check these out. They smell kind of cheesy, honestly, so that's a good sign. I'm not sure if I like crab, I'm gonna be honest. Not a strong flavor. In fact, they're kind of cheesy looking even. Come on, focus. But they're not bad. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm familiar enough with what crab tastes like to know if this is accurately crab. It's good. I'm gonna eat the rest of them. There's probably a hint of crab in there somewhere, but I'll be honest, it probably has more of a cheese flavor than anything else. Interesting. Alright, well, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. It's going to be an interesting year. We got a lot of things coming up. There's some conventions coming up. So we're going to try and do something with that, assuming that there's not going to some weird mask laws or something we have to do. I might try and do some things with conventions coming up. Who knows? There's some really neat things kind of in the pipe, so I hope that they turn out. My name is Scott. It's been awesome talking anime with you guys, and as always, kanpai!